Bill, I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? What's hot topics with your boy Young and Hefe? And I'm here to deliver you another
Shout out to Young and Hefe. He's clearly in good spirits.
one like the other one. The recipient of hot topics, man, is No Jumper and Adam 22. So, man, not gonna lie, man, I got the news and I guess it's official, man. I heard about it the other day. Really didn't give it any belief, you know what I'm saying? But I guess this is true. So, man, I'm hearing Adam 22, man, cancel the live show, cancel the Tuesday show, man. I try to tell, man, Adam, you know what I'm saying, even though you know Adam gonna continue business, how he continue business, you feel me? Like, you know, he gonna do what works for him. But man, I've been told him, man.
Yeah, man. No, Young and Hefe's kind of late to the party because we been known that Adam 22, had canceled this and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure where he was tardy to this party at, but no, this is not new information, man. Adam 22 has for sure canceled the
That
live.
you know somebody was trying to crash his show, man. And you know, I know he gonna probably all man how it was him, or probably don't want to see it that way. But in retrospect, man, like I tell you, you know what I'm saying, it's the poison, man. It's that poison that stopped this show. You know what I'm saying? So you already know. I went down. You know what I'm saying? They calling us the big three. I went down. You know what I'm saying? After I went down, some things you know happened up there at No Jumper. You know, we can recap or whatever.
So I believe Young and Hefe is alluding to the fact that WAC 100 has tarnished the no jumper pond by way of his flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. And Young and Hefe is basically alluding to the fact that WAC is the reason why the no jumper show fell by the wayside.
Case may be. You know, I went down. Adam 22 brought Jay Hood in. Jay Hood came in hot, and you know he decided, you know, to go at Spody Face. That transitioned to them going outside to get some straightening. They come back in. You know what I'm saying? I call in. You know, I say what I say to Jay Hood. Words was exchanged with him, and then you know we got whoever Adam 22 friend was, this Veil guy, you know what I'm saying? I guess he was in the building and he had some meta glasses off.
Shout out to Vale for making a bad situation worse.
He's high off his knockout that he had a claim, you know what I'm saying, while wearing these same meta glasses. And, you know, you had the chance to go viral. I guess he was just high off the fame, you know what I'm saying? Like I say all the time, man, you know, good quote from Jay-Z, man, you know, man, heroin, man, you know, he said, man, fame, you know what I'm saying, the heroin, man, these things are addicted. They coincide with one another. And it seems like Vail was high off the fame and decided, you know what I'm saying, to put his glasses towards Munchie B pocket and, you know, basically narrate that it was a bulge, you know what I'm saying, from there.
Well, Vale never narrated that it was a bulge, and come to find out, it wasn't coming from Vale's meta glasses. Vale actually had a phone out, and he was recording this. So that's where the situation kind of got a little because Vale was not actually on the meta glasses. He was actually on the phone.
Flacco called the police up to No Jumper, you know what I'm saying, and it was just ugly ever since, you know what I'm saying, it was just ugly, you know what I'm saying, from there, you know, Munchie B was gonna take a step back, and then Adam 22 came out and basically was like, you know, Spody Face, you know what I'm saying, like to hurt people, carry guns, you know what I'm saying. He said the same thing about Munchie B. So
it's crazy that Munchie B is back up there after Adam 22 said that he likes to carry pow pows, and now he's back up there.
you know, dudes wasn't feeling that, you know, felt like that, you know, their presence and or, you know, them as being co-workers, you know, of Adam 22, you know what I'm saying, wasn't valued, you know what I'm saying, for him to say what he said. Jay Hood was gonna go to like a Wednesday or Thursday show, like do the news show, and Adam 22 was gonna just keep the Tuesday show, him, Lush, Spody Face, and Munchie. However, you know, they quit, backed up from it, didn't want to come back to the statement that was made from there.
This call is being recorded.
Just hear weekly that, you know, Adam was bringing different acts up there and just trying people, you know, and, you know, some of them people are cool, you know, like I said, you know, that's his business. I'll never have a problem with anything. And like I said, I'm on ice anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, the world, you know what I'm saying, has to continue, you know what I'm saying, and the earnings have to keep coming in and going out. So people were reporting to me and pointing out that no jumper, numbers was taking a dive. You know what I'm saying? It was basically like, when I left, it went down like a good 15,000. I don't know how true that is because, like I said, I wasn't watching, and I'm not a person who's going to go to the analytics and try to see like, oh yeah, it went down.
Damn, they down 15,000. I didn't know that the numbers went down that much.
Because I was stoned, like I said, because it's not even that. I'm not even that hyped about, social media. Like, yeah, it's a cool little bag. You can get some bread, you know what I'm saying? You can hustle, you know what I'm saying, to make things work. But, I'm not the type, that want to see anything done wrong or anything crippled, you know what I'm saying, just because I'm out the way unless, they bad people or it's a bad place or whatever the case may be. Then it is what it is, finito. Now, I was hearing a lot of juggling that, Munchie might come back, he might want to.
No, Munchie B has gone back. He has officially gone back. He has made his way back to the jumper. After all that, he is definitely there.
Pay more. Spody might come back. I don't know what was going on, but from now what I see, it's not even no Tuesday show. The last time I tapped in, I heard he had like J Hood in the building. I heard he had the hardest black essay, Rich Rabbit, and a few other people. And I don't know, like I guess it just probably, the numbers wasn't numbering or whatever the case may be. And a lot of people would read the comments to me, to them saying like, we want this person back, we want the big three back, oh, this is boring. A lot of people was pointing out that, the same viewers that was coming in weekly checking out the channel was no longer checking out the channel, and just everything, man. You feel me? It was just like a cold thing, and I was just, an onlooker. So, however, the other day, one of my good fellas, they like, man, the No Jumper show is over with. There ain't no more No Jumper. And I'm like,
well, no, the No Jumper show's not over with, so to speak. Now you have Rios replacing Spody Face and Young and Rios replacing Spody Face and or Young and Hefe. You have J Hood replacing Spody Face and or Young and Hefe. Munchie B has made his way back to the jumper. And, the rest is just whatever.
What are you talking about? It's not no more No Jumper. That just don't even sound right. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, it ain't no more No Jumper. And I'm like, it is a No Jumper. That's the name of the platform. He got
no more Tuesday show, sir.
Interviews coming up and all type of stuff. It has to be a No Jumper. So this is what they was talking about, this Tuesday show being canceled. The news probably going to continue going on, how it's going to go on, because it has
this call is being recorded.
A lot of different acts or personalities, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see why, and that. But I guess Adam 22 probably got tired, man, for real. J Hood, you know what I'm saying? All the antics and stuff that was going on up there, you feel me? Dudes coming in that's all bad, coming in under the acknowledgement that they're solid and that they stand on business and that they hood behind them when they actually not. It's been rejects coming through that building, speaking on real solid people. And you feel me? God don't like ugly. So, sometimes, the universe, may rotate its axis, in a favor that's against you. You know what I'm saying? Because you hating for no apparent reason. But for sure, like I was in hopes that, he could have kept that Tuesday show going. I was in hopes that the Tuesday show numbers was going to go up. I wasn't one of them people that was an onlooker and like, like, look what's going on or anything like that, because Adam 22,
I don't think Young and Hefe wanted anything negative to come of the Tuesday show. I don't think that he wanted to see it fail or anything like that. I don't think that he had any malice. Keep in mind, Young and Hefe never quit. He got arrested. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a huge difference. You feel me?
He's not a person that has done anything to me. Although I have gotten reports of people like, man, look, you gotta watch him, man. He being slick. He talking about your case, this and that and all this type of stuff. But like I said, I don't know. I didn't go looking for it. If it come across my desk or anything, we will address it. And as I did address it, my last call in to No Jumper, I asked him, was he being messy? Like, what's going on? And he was just pretty much like, nah, man, I'm just reacting to the stuff they putting out there and the stuff that's on the net, which is fair game because I do the same thing. I'm not going to say somebody did something and or guilty of something unless I've seen it. But like I said, just certain etiquette don't even belong on the internet, period. But, man, it's a tragic, man. It's definitely a tragic, man. RIP to the Tuesday show. Hopefully, they can.
Hey, Young and Hefe is like a week behind, isn't he? It seems like even though he made this video today, even my wife is like, yeah, it seems like he's a little late. I mean, yeah, considering his situation, for sure. But he's definitely like a week behind in our news cycle, isn't he? But you know what, too? He spent the week going crazy on everybody talking about him. So in his mind, he caught up. Nah, my man, yeah, he had to take care of business first. Young and Hefe said, let me clear my phase out before I start talking about everybody else.
Bring it back together, you know what I'm saying, and make it work. I don't know if he's just, taking it down for a minute, trying to let things simmer down and then go, around the block and make it happen again or whatever the case may be. But, and I see it is definitely efficient when, like I said, man, this is the work, of a devil. You feel me? Devilish work. You feel me? You got to be careful who you in business with, who you giving your energy to, because people don't care, man.
Yeah, he's definitely alluding to the fact that Wack is responsible for the downfall of the No Jumper show, but I would think that has nothing to do with Wack. I mean, maybe Wack has a little bit to do with it, but overall, I don't blame Wack for the lack of interest in the No Jumper live show. I blame No Jumper for the lack of interest in the No Jumper live show because who the hell is paying to see that? Like, who's paying money to go to No Jumper? You can go run with the Bulls in, where's that, Brazil? Spain? Where do the Bulls run? Spain? Something like that? You can go run with the Bulls for free, bro. You can go run with the Bulls for free. You don't have to pay to put yourself into a violent situation. You feel me?
Something that's yours, they definitely run it down, run it into the ground, and then try to reconstruct and rebuild for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's ugly, man. So, I thought I was going to be able to tap in one of these days again on a Tuesday show, but, I know my boys will be up there Wednesday. So, I might tap in with the tap in and have some questions for Adam 22 and see what's going on and why the change now. You know what I'm saying? Why the change now? You know what I'm saying? And I just, wonder what the future is looking like, for No Jumper. What they going to do. They about to bring another incentive in there. What's going on. You feel me? Because, just want to make this place a comfort place.
Incentive. I don't know what incentive is, but an incentive is the word that you are looking for, big dog.
Or a hangout spot where people feel they can just come in there, chill, sit on the couches, and, really do no work or anything like that. But other than that, man, I just been chilling myself, you know what I'm saying, trying to get my mind right, you know what I'm saying, body and soul, while going through this obstacle that I'm going through, man. Shout out to the good people, man. You already know, keep the hate and fake, you know what I'm saying, because one day they shall fold, you know what I'm saying. And with that being said, man, I'm going to kind of cool this there, man. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number with the...
So make sure y'all show some love to Young and Hefe as he continues to fight for his liberation. Like, comment, subscribe. For all that. You feel me? You feel me? Mods, Giving Life, do you have a kick?
Know what it is.
Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I flex with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late.
Carjack 100 here! If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's! I'm your transmission expert!
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Wack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life. For your own personal home security, call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam 22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Wack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Jackson.
It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboards. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 points strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Nothing. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know we're enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.